Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm playing with a bunch of fun Brutus Monroe products. I have these pre-printed watercolor cards. So it has a Christmas tree, a snowman, a stocking, and some holly, like greenery boughs and bells here. Of course, I have some super fun chroma mists, some glitter glaze, you know I love me some glitter glaze, some vellum, a stencil, and a photo of putting up Christmas trees at work. So let's see what I can do. So I'm starting out with this Christmas tree card panel, and they are perfect for cards, guys. You could decorate these up, slap them on a card base, send them off on their way, and you have a beautiful Christmas card ready to go. Won't take you a lot of time. However, you guys know that scrapbooking is my thing, and I thought that these would make great decorative elements for a scrapbook page. So I am literally painting with the chroma mists, and I am not even putting them in a paint palette, and that is because I am lazy. And if I put it on a paint palette, that is just one more thing I have to clean up. And you know, I scrapbook every single day. I play with paper and fun things every single day. So I don't want to have the time that I have. I don't want to be cleaning all the time. Like, that's not fun, right? Like, if I'm doing a nice big old mixed media project and I'm making a big old mess and I've got a lot of cleanup, that's going to be great. But if I literally can get away with minimal cleanup for my mixed media, I'm going to do it. And that's just the way it is, right? Like, that's just the way it's going to happen. So I am using the chroma mists here, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I am using a very small paintbrush. Couldn't even tell you the number of it, but it is very small because I'm trying to be careful and not have my chroma mists spread all over the place into the areas that they should not be in. So I don't want to paint the entire thing green when I have garland and ornaments and a star that need to be a completely different color. Now, I did not make you watch me color that entire thing, but I did use yellow on the star and the ornaments. I used blue on the garland, and then I went ahead and used yellow, red on the bows. And then I had noticed I had missed a little piece of the Christmas tree right there on the left-hand side, so I just added some green. And since I'm cutting this panel out, it didn't matter if I went outside the Christmas tree lines on the complete outside edge. Now I am grabbing a Brutus Monroe stencil and some Fallen Snow glitter glaze, and I am just going to place this glitter glaze on 3 sections on my paper, and that is going to be the middle, it's going to be around the middle of the page, so you can see the little glitter glaze parts peeking out from whatever I end up on top of my page. Now I'm going to go ahead and take some clear embossing ink. I'm going to stamp that right on down with the embossing ink pad on top of the Christmas tree. I'm going to use the Icicle embossing powder, which is a beautiful, beautiful clear embossing powder, and I'm going to emboss my Christmas tree here. That gives me this little extra layer of shine, this little extra layer of dimension. I will say though that before I embossed with that embossing ink pad over top of this watercolor panel, my chroma mists, these bad boys, were completely dry. I did not get any color lifting up from the embossing ink pad because my chroma mists were completely dry. So I am just going to fussy cut the Christmas tree right on out here. Now I am using a pair of scissors that are comfortable in my hand, so please make sure when you are fussy cutting you are using a pair of scissors that feel like they are an extension of your hand. You're going to want to just open and close your scissor hand, keep that wrist and that arm still as much as possible, and you want to use your opposite arm to move around your paper. And that's going to give you the cleanest and less stress on your hands for fussy cutting. So I do cut the Christmas tree entirely out, and then I am going to pop it up on some foam squares. I want to give it even more dimension. So it's already been colored beautifully with the Chroma mists. It's got this great sheen from the Icicle embossing powder, and now I need to pop it up because I need a little dimension off of my page. Now I'm going with the Playful Plaid paper pack. This is also from Brutus Monroe, you guys. And I went with the one that had the most red and green in it. Now I'm going to go ahead and matte my photo with that. I just trimmed down my photo to 5.5 by 4. That way my Playful Plaid photo mat can be 4.5 by 6. I also decided to trim down that white cardstock and give it a border with some khaki colored cardstock. I figured that was appropriate since, you know, I'm talking about making Christmas at work, and our theme at work is kind of red and khaki. Well, these days it's kind of red and denim, but you know, it's still the red and khaki life. And then I decided, you know what, I have another card panel, and I think that this would be gorgeous up here at the top. So I do the same exact thing. I go ahead and color it, and I'm using the same exact colors that I did on the Christmas tree because I want continuity on this page. And then I grab a Aqua Pigment, the Gilded Aqua Pigment, which is gold, and I go ahead and do a layer of that over top of the bells. I wanted a little bit of distinction between the bells and the rest of the yellow things that I colored. You don't see it too terribly well on camera, it doesn't come up, but in real life there is a little bit of shining, shimmering, splendid on those bells. I went ahead and grabbed some title from my stash, which just says Fa La La, and I am going to do a doodly pinned black border around the edge, and then I'm going to add some journaling here where I talk about making Christmas. So turning work over from Halloween to Christmas is a fun time for me, and I just love it. We built all the Christmas tree displays, and I just wanted to have that story documented. I am going to add the date up here in between that pine bough where it kind of dips down a little bit. And then, of course, I'm going to glue down my title because we don't need that falling off the page. Just look at that fallen snow glitter glaze, you guys. I love it so much. There it is. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have some links down below to the products that I use so you can check them out. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.